We are here with Mikayla Hayes, who will be a graduate transfer student for the women's basketball team this year at Xavier. Welcome. You bring a lot of experience in, one from Florida, one from Clemson. You're a veteran. How do you think that's going to benefit a relatively younger team?
I'm excited for my leadership role that I have. I think I've learned a lot about myself being in two different conferences, and I know where my strengths are. And I think I could lead having a young team, especially with experience and just like being there with my voice. And so I'm excited to work on that and to just help this team get to where we need to be.
What, in terms of ACC, SEC, which conference do you think was tougher, and how do you think that'll translate into your experience in the Big East?
That's a good question. I was in the ACC longer, obviously, so you get to learn like about the players, playing them twice, and I think once you realize how hard the competition is in both conferences, there's just a lot of hype around it. I would say it's two different kind of competitions, but ACC might have been my favorite just because I was in there longer. You start to get rivals, start to know who you like playing against and who's like tough to beat. So I would say ACC, that was a tough one, yeah.
You were a three-sport athlete in high school, triple jump for track, then volleyball and basketball. What led you to kind of pursue basketball?
My mom was a basketball player. She played at University of Minnesota, and then she went overseas. And then my dad is a big fan of basketball too. So I come from a basketball family. I was basically like raised like in the stroller, mom coaching. So I always saw basketball. I just feel like basketball is like God's gift to me. I'm like naturally good at it. So I just want to use it to the best of my ability.
How big was the stroller? It had to be a little bit extra. You're 6'3", right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that big of a
extension on that
baby,
stroller?
but yeah.
Like you were probably as tall as me when you were a baby. Talk about coming in a little bit to a new situation. You're among 7 newcomers here. There's 6 players that have been here. How do you think you're blending your talent-wise coming into this season?
I think it was tough for me when I first came in. I was coming off of an injury, so it was hard for me to completely blend in chemistry-wise playing because I kind of had to find my niche on the sideline with my voice. But I think that helped a lot because then I got to create a connection with my players, just being able to help them and cheer them on. And then when I finally got to play, I was just ready to like go 100% to give my all because I'm super excited to play. So I think I've gained a lot of trust from everybody because they know how I'm going to cheer them on whether I'm on the court or off the court with them.
Big school environment to a smaller school here at Xavier. What's unique about this experience so far for you?
Basketball being the #1 sport for sure is different. Obviously, Clemson is a huge football school, so there was a lot of focus on that. Which was great, but I feel like there's a lot of hype with basketball now, which makes me even more excited to play. And just being in a smaller community, I feel like everyone kind of knows everyone. I've walked around to just stores and people just know I'm on the basketball team and I haven't even played yet. So that makes me feel like this is a really special place.
You're kind of hard to miss. You're a little.
That
I'm
too.
going to go back to the height thing. Short people like tall people. Just going to give you that perspective. Talk a little bit about the Big East. How much you know about it? Obviously, UConn, a headliner. What do you know about the rest of the teams in the league? And it is very competitive from top to bottom.
Yeah, I knew it was a high competitive conference, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to play in it. I've had some of my past AU teammates play on some of the teams in the Big East, so I knew a little bit about it. I'm learning more and more now that I'm actually in it, but I'm excited. I know that every game is going to be something we have to give 100%. I mean, no team is never a day off, so I'm excited because we're going to give it all no matter what team we're playing, so I'm excited.
About a month away to start the season, you're going to put on the Xavier blue, maybe the Xavier white here at home. You're going to get out into Cintas Center, beautiful arena. What are you looking forward to about maybe that first game and that first step onto the court for a competition?
I'm super excited. I think once we go out there for our first game, it's our stage to finally show off what we've been working so hard to do. I've obviously been through a long journey, and this is my last 2 years coming up, so I'm just excited to start and to finally make my name for myself here at Xavier.
Mikayla, we're going to have some fun watching you this season along with your new teammates.
Thank you.
Mikayla Hayes, a graduate student here for the Xavier women's basketball team.